Everybody, Mark Johnson, your fitness ambassador from Bounce Pep, youngest son of Bill Johnson. Do me a favor, hit the little subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. Also, do me a big favor and hit the like button. That will really be appreciated. Let me jump right into this. So the question today is, how do you mold your identity? I know that this sounds like an amorphous, abstract concept, but it is not. It is not abstract. Your identity is not an abstraction. You can mold your identity. You can decide who you want to be. You can decide who you don't want to be. Okay, so what we're going to do is talk about the two sides of the coin. So the first side, which is the most straightforward, is figuring out who it is you want to be. All you have to do is look around, look out into the world, and you may have people that you see, people in your life, or people who aren't in your life, but you don't know them personally, but you are aware of who they are. You like what they're doing. You like some of their character traits. You like some of their habits, and you're thinking to yourself, you want to model that. In general, if you have somebody that's close to you that you know, especially if it's like a parent that you can model they have certain just positive characteristics, positive habits that you can model. That is very, very, very powerful. But it doesn't have to be somebody that you know personally. It can be someone that you observe from a distance and you pick up on little habits and little ways of thinking, little ways of behaving that they have. That can help you to mold your identity. Understand that you can flip that coin on the other side. You can actually mold your own identity by understanding who it is you don't want to be. So who it is you don't want to be is just as powerful as who it is you do want to be when it comes to molding your identity. And I really encourage you to ask yourself that question. Who is it that I don't want to be? When it comes to your fitness, fitness has to be a part of your identity. I keep saying this and I'm going to beat it into your head. And you know what? You're going to beat it into your own head. Fitness has to be a part of your identity. If it's not a part of your identity, you are never going to be able to build the fitness habits that you want to build. So get that idea through your skull because it is key. Now, I want you to look out into the world. This is an exercise you can do. Look at all the people that you see. And I want you to ask yourself the question, who is it? What is it that I don't want to be? That's actually two questions, but you can ask those questions. Who is it and what is it that I don't want to be? Those questions you can use to mold your identity. When you look out into the world and you see people who are in terrible, terrible shape, not doing anything, not lifting a finger to do anything about it. When you look out into the world, you see people who have health problems prematurely, like just for their age, they really shouldn't be having these problems, but they haven't taken care of themselves. And so they're having premature health issues. When you see people who are just always tired, always fatigued, never seem to have any vitality, you can look at this and tell yourself, okay, I know for sure that I don't want to be that. And this can be something that you can use to mold your identity. So I want you to understand that there are two ways to look at this. The most straightforward way is ask yourself, what do I want to be, or who do I want to be? The other way is to ask yourself, what or who don't I want to be? They're equally as effective in defining the characteristics that you want to develop for your own identity. They're equally valuable, equally effective. So I encourage you to use both approaches. Look at it from both directions. And so there you go. That's just a very, very short primer on things that you can do to build your identity. I encourage you to go to Bounce Pep website, download your copy of Be the Total Package, because that actually goes a little bit more into identity and how you build it and the framework for doing so. So go ahead, get that insight. I want you to take this with you, start to act on it. Look out into the world, ask yourself, what is it? Who is it that I want to be? What is it? Who is it that I don't want to be? And you mold your identity the way that you see fit so that you get fit for life.